Game time. Let's get it, MP.
We're gonna see what the fuck is up, right? Going in here, no fucking badges, alright? This is what my shit look like. Alright? Facts. Facts.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. Alongside Grant Hill and Clark Kellogg, I'm Brian Anderson. We'll talk to Allie LaForce, who's up, and the season's still very young, Clark. Important for teams to build some momentum early on.
Anytime you can get momentum, that's a good thing.
Timeout called by Greg Popovich, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. Looking back at last season, the best when it comes to shot blocking. Victor Wembanyama, #1.
Even when the ball would swing away from him, he would rotate and challenge the shot.
Something that the organization loves about MP Grant. He's always letting his game do the talking.
Yeah, he'll respond with a quip here or there, but for the most part, MP lets his actions do the work, not his mouth. He's very mature and as focused of a rookie that you'll find. The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive. Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it.
Got a game is chopped.
So the Rockets 5 now.
Game is chopped.
Cam Whitmore out there with Tari Eason. Then it's Jabari Smith. Then it's Jalen Green. And it's Prez in at the 1. Clark, what catches your eye about Jalen Green?
I'm only doing this because you said
well, it starts with his
I gotta be
pure
good at the
explosiveness
game. So
that just jumps out at anybody because he's jumping over everybody. Okay, the way he can get up and down the floor and hang and lift, and that's what stands out, his athleticism. And he's actually rounding off some of the rough edges in his game that makes him kind of scary as we go forward.
I'm decent.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Ryan, Jabari Smith Jr. is making some serious strides, and Coach Ime Udoka praised him and said his all-around game, his confidence, great defensive versatility. He's starting to handle and make plays for others. Shooting is a huge asset for him, but we want him to post up and find his mid-range shots as well, where he can rise up over guys. Brian?
He is certainly one to watch, Allie. Thank you. The Rockets went from 22 to 41 wins last year, finishing right at 500, Clark.
Great progress by Houston. Just missed the play-in in the West. They would have easily made that same play-in tournament in the East. A huge step forward for the Rockets, no doubt. And I think it's a team.
Wasted my bucket. Wow.
That can sustain that trajectory.
Here's Fox. It's hauled in by Houston. They come into this one having outplayed the Grizzlies last time.
And you know, some games you're plagued by false starts and slow momentum. You could tell they were getting frustrated. And you know what? Even though it was a frustrating night shooting the ball, they found a way to get it done and pulled it out. And a win's a win, and that ultimately is all that matters. They've shown so much energy right from the start, particularly on the offensive end.
Tell you what, forget about easing into the game. They came out with guns blazing.
They set the pick. Here's Whitmore outside. The shot won't fall. And so it's San Antonio going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. Back after this.
Yeah.
Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
You know, right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
You have to like the fact that they're not.
See what I'm talking about? All right.
Settling at all. I mean, they've really made a point to get the ball down inside and challenge that interior defense.
We've got Chris Paul. He's out there with De'Aaron Fox. And it's Mamukelashvili in at the 5. That's the San Antonio 5. Picked by Smith. Prez, the pass to Smith. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And it looks like Smith is already getting stronger. He's looking to add some muscle, and that finish through contact is a great sign.
Fox outside from the arc. It's hauled in by Houston. Şengün's got 5 rebounds in the game. Outside Whitmore. They set a pick. Lets it go from deep. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
The defense takes a chance, leaves him open at the arc, and he capitalizes.
Spurs lead by 11. And here's Paul in his last outing with 12 points. Mamukelashvili passes to Fox. Paul for 3. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Fox has got assist number 5 here tonight. And we've got a timeout called by Ime Udoka. He wants to make sure everybody's on the same page. For San Antonio, Harrison Barnes comes in for Champagnie. And Castle subbed in for Chris Paul. Thompson, he's checked in for Houston. Van Vliet comes in for Whitmore. Van Vliet, the pass to Prez. Rebounded by the Spurs. You know, last game they matched up with the Mavs. A tough loss there.
I actually thought their execution at times was excellent, but they failed to come through in those important moments.
And, you know, it's never easy trying to win away from home. They were close, but just needed a little more push at the end.
And the bucket is good. Fox has got 9 points.
They just look so overwhelmed inside. You know, that's why they continue to get attacked.
Yeah, I think they've got to ramp up the aggressiveness. If they don't, things are just going to get worse from here.
To the middle. It's stolen. Oh, and a fast break for the Spurs. And the basket by Castle. He's got 7.
Well, Castle got out in transition and ends up getting trusted with finishing the fast break, which he does.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. The Spurs are great at drafting and developing, and in selecting Stephon Castle with the 4th overall pick, they've made a play on an upside. He's a versatile wing defender. Shooting and his position were the question marks. Can he be a primary playmaker? Will his three-pointer prove to be reliable? Guys, we'll see. The Spurs are very excited. To bring Stephon Castle into their program.
A star talent. All right, Charles, we appreciate the update. On the wing, Thompson. Pass to Prez to stop the run. No good at the rim.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Here's Fox. Good. Fox has got 4 points this quarter.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now.
So the San Antonio Spurs continuing to pile it on, up 22 as we head to the break. Their efficiency has been off the charts. They're running their sets well with patience and purpose. We'll be back in a moment.
And something out of left field for you guys.
Ernie, left field, this is not baseball. This is a basketball show.
Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Spurs.
Whoa, I love it.
And that's a wrap on halftime. Thanks for...
And with a big game. Antonio making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
6 to shoot. Wembanyama, screen on Thompson. Spurs need to get one up here. Oh, Wembanyama throws it down.
And you see how fluid Wembanyama is. 7'5" guys shouldn't be able to move like this.
Taking a look at the Rockets. We've got him in Thompson. He's out there with Jalen Green. Alperen Sengun out there with Fred VanVleet. And it's Prez in at the shooting guard position.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Down low. And there's Wembanyama. That's good on the assist by Fox. Fox has got 7 assists in the game. The Rockets have gotten only 4 of 10 shots to fall so far in the third. You know, even though Wembanyama's first year was a tough one for the Spurs, there's a good outlook going forward, Graham.
And that's how it should be when you've got a generational talent like Wemby. The Spurs don't need to rush things at all.
And here's Fox. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. Pass to Wembanyama. Fox against VanVleet. Deflects the pass. Wembanyama's shot is good.
Boy, he's been a rock of offensive support so far, and when they've needed a basket, they've turned to him.
Thompson against Barnes. Prez. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. And for an up-and-coming San Antonio Spurs team, Grant, what's the key for them in your mind?
I'd have to say, B.A., that it's patience. You know, young guys need time to develop their game and learn from experience. You can't expect people to become stars overnight.
Here's Champagnie. Green covering. There's 53 seconds left in the third. He gets it in there. Paul's got 9.
Paul knows exactly which angle he wants to take on that shot inside. That just comes from great awareness.
Here's Prez. Smith with a screen on Paul. Prez, the pass to Smith. Here's Prez. Here's Whitmore. And the jumper is good. Whitmore's got his second basket.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. To the paint. Here's Johnson. Drops in the layup for 2. 6 points for him.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense, man.
I think they've really got to start committing more bodies down low and really kind of close that area off defensively.
Here's Champagnie from outside the arc. And that's not going to go. And so it's San Antonio. Firmly in control with an impressive 28-point lead as the quarter ends. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. We've got Keldon Johnson, and it's Mamukelashvili in at the 4. That's who's in the game for the Spurs. Paul's got 1 3-pointer tonight so far in 4 tries. Smith passes to Prez. Outside Whitmore. The 3. Bassey pulls it in.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
Paul passes to Bassey. Now Paul. The 3 ball. Missed it. 4 for 8 in the contest. Here's Prez. A quick shot there. It's off target.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
Outside Paul. Charity stripe shot. It's rebounded by Şengün. Şengün's got rebound number 7 tonight. Pass to Prez. Smith with a screen on Paul. And another miss by Houston. The Spurs have gone 0 for 3 in this 4th. Not good. Johnson passes to Paul. Counted from distance.
The quick hands of Paul proving to be lethal.
And the Rockets shooting about 43% in this one. And he bangs it home with one hand.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to stop.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
And, guys, I like the fact that he chose the one-hand tomahawk slam because you get a little higher when you go off one hand and 1 foot.
And that basket makes him 6 for 11, shooting a good percentage.
Paul is superb in the pick and roll. I mean, once the screen comes, he's really good at taking what the defense gives him.
And yep. It's good.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
The Spurs have gone 2 of 5 from the field in this final quarter. Here's Paul. And there are the Spurs with another bucket.
The master of the mid-range, Chris Paul, showing those young kids how it's done.
Inside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. It goes on Chris Paul. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for San Antonio.
They've made the offense uncomfortable, creating turnovers with the defensive pressure and cashing in on the other end.
And also, attacking in transition has been working for them. I mean, credit them for running the break well and being opportunistic.
And San Antonio making a change here. Wesley's checked in.
Whenever it's Johnson slamming it, we can feel it over here.
Prez, that's good.
They were totally in sync on that play. Targeted the pass beautifully.
Paul looking it over. And he gets it to go. Paul's got 9 points now in the quarter.
At this point in his career, these types of scoring nights might not be typical for Paul, but he's clearly still capable of filling it up on occasion.
And it's Paul with the ball for the Spurs. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Spurs.
This team did a lot of things well tonight. Number one was passing the ball.
And it was a team that was in rhythm. And they just trusted each other to take the right shots.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year.
Well, these teams meet 3 more times, so it has to feel great to take the first contest. It gives you a mental edge going forward against Houston.
And what a huge performance it was for De'Aaron Fox.
Well, I thought he was their catalyst tonight, guys. Moving the rock, actively looking to set other guys up. Outstanding work.
And there's a pick from deep. Johnson. Thompson pulls it in.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And, guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
To the inside, Prez. Oh, he got him with a pump fake, but he couldn't finish. They're enjoying a sizable lead.
And what I like, B.A., they haven't stopped pressing the issue.
Johnson against Thompson. Back to Johnson. The kick out to Paul. Pass to Mamukelashvili. Fires from deep. San Antonio again can't hit. Now here's Green. Here's Prez. Off target at the rim.